big Bihar voter list hearing is underway in the Supreme Court. Petitioners say SIR is against the election rules, no provision under law for a special intensive revision. It's against the rules. Arbitrary slapdash exercise. Won't accept Aadhaar voter card. Delete name if parents' documents are not there. Arbitrary exceptions carved out for certain classes of persons. Multiple notifications issued by the Election Commission of India. Bihar SIR case with the council saying they have said we will not consider your Aadhaar or your voter ID. In spite of the fact that people have been on the voter list for 20 years, they will not accept voter card. They've given list of 11 documents and they gave clarification that if you were in the rolls in 2003, you don't need to give documents of your parents, but you still have to verify otherwise. They have carved out exceptions for people in official positions, sports persons. Going straight to Anisha for more on that big story. Anisha, take us through the arguments in court right now as we speak.
Well, Sneha, as we speak, the arguments are going on. The main points that are being raised by the petitioner is that we are not saying that the ECI does not have the power to revise rolls. We have an objection to the fact that the ECI's revision is being done against the rules that have been laid down to create such a revision. Now, the Supreme Court has also questioned what exactly the objections are by the petitioners. What they are saying is that summary revisions are carried out annually, that there are the line that is there that if you were in the rolls for 2003, then you do not have to fill in the then you are included. That is an arbitrary line. Secondly, what they are saying is that this pre-filled enumeration form that has been created by the ECI, that will create a major conflict, because if someone does not submit the form by the 25th of July, they will automatically be excluded, even if their names were there in the electoral rolls earlier. That is a completely arbitrary exercise. Additionally, the ECI's decision to not allow Aadhaar or voter card or several other forms of identity as proof here is also been challenged by the petitioners. They're saying that you have given a list of 11 documents, but you're not including the ID proofs that the government has created in the last 20 years, which has been used by all persons. They've also questioned the fact that and this is a legal argument that has been used, that there are Supreme Court decisions that once you're in the electoral rolls, there is a presumption that you are a valid citizen, that you are validly included in the rolls. So why is it that now the burden of proof to prove citizenship is being put on the voter instead of putting the responsibility on the Election Commission to conduct this verification? So this is a very complicated legal nuance, really, Sneha, that these petitioners are raising, that it is the responsibility of the EC to send persons to each household to verify who lives there and what their documentation is. In this SIR exercise, however, what the EC is doing is that instead of verification happening by the officials, what they're asking the people to do is to fill a form and submit their documents, and if you don't do it in time, then you lose out on citizenship. That the flip of responsibility for proof is what they're challenging as completely arbitrary and, more importantly, against the rules, because under the Representation of People Act rules, under the electoral rolls rules, the responsibility for verification is of the ECI. Here what they are saying is that you have completely flipped that, and you've done it in a very arbitrary manner, and you've done it in a timeline which will create a problem for a lot of people. But as we speak, of course, Sneha, the hearing is going on. The Supreme Court has also raised certain questions about what the issue is. There also one important question that is coming in from the Supreme Court really is that whether this de novo exercise whether this special intensive revision is permitted under the rules or not. Because what the petitioners are arguing, Sneha, really, is that the rules permit a summary revision which is carried out every year which is the regular voter list revision, where it is done in a summary manner. The second option under the rules is the intensive revision, where as I said, the election commission officials have to go and verify each voter. Here what is being done in Bihar, the special intensive revision is being done, which according to the petitioners is against the rules and is being done as an exercise in a slapdash and hurried manner just before the elections, even though the ECI in its own notification has said that the intensive revision for the entire country will be carried out shortly. So these questions are also being raised, that why single out Bihar, why do this in a slapdash manner? So as we said, the hearing of course is going on as we speak. We are seeing these questions coming on from the court, that whether exceptions are being carved out, what kind of documentation is being raised, what kind of objections are being raised. So we'll see what happens further, because the court is questioning what the rules are, what the mandate is, and more importantly, the court has said that if the rules allow the ECI to do it, then what exactly are your objections? Back to you.
Right, these are developments that we're reporting from the Supreme Court as we speak. To tell our viewers, once again, who would have just joined us, this has got to do, Anisha, with the electoral roll revision. The court is hearing the matter, and this has got to do with 10 petitions before the court as we speak. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you, Anisha Mathur, for more details on that big story as you get us more on developments from within the Apex Court, where the hearing is currently underway.